So cropping is one of those things you learn pretty early on as a photographer, you know, when you're first learning the settings in Lightroom, all that sort of stuff. But as you kind of advance, you sort of forget about it because it's just like, okay, cool, I can make the photo smaller or slightly bigger or change the angles. So something I've had to recently learn was how to relearn cropping and actually use it in my work recently, and it's been really great. So today we're going to talk a little bit about cropping and how it can completely change your photos. Let's do it. Also, people hate when I eat the camera, but I'm going to keep doing it. What is up, guys? Welcome back to Once Upon a Time. Before we get into talking about cropping, I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you that have followed and supported and just recently have been into the videos. So thank you so much. It really helps me keep going and all of your love really shows. So I appreciate it. Anyways, enough yapping. Let's introduce you to the studio, the model, and kind of what we're doing today. All right, guys, I'm here with our model today.
Hi, my name is Gaga. Gaga one, sorry.
Go for it. What is up, guys? We are here with our model, the wonderful
Gaga one.
And here's her Instagram if you guys want to follow her. Gaga, tell us a little bit about yourself, maybe some what kind of modeling you do or just what you like to do.
I usually do skincare, sometimes fashion model, but I'm like really petite, so. And then I'm also a musician.
Violin, right?
Violin, piano, and composer.
Amazing. So you guys should definitely check her out. And just tell me what the vibe is today.
I actually don't know.
We really have no idea. Yeah. We're just gonna take photos and hope for the best. So enough yapping. It is really moggy. All right, let's get into it. Here is the studio we are at today. We are somewhere in Brooklyn. Okay, so there's Gaga. She's getting ready. And we have all of this beautiful space to play with. And what's funny is last time I was at this studio, I didn't realize that you could actually use the rooftop. So we might have to use the rooftop for a couple shots. So one of the ways that cropping can actually really help your image is that it can enhance the mood and atmosphere of your photos. All right, guys, so here's the thing. I'm sure that when you're out taking photos, you're not just taking pictures. You're kind of trying to capture a feeling. And cropping is sort of like your secret sauce. It's like the thing you dial up whenever you really want to show emotion. So maybe your full shot feels a little bit busy, a little disconnected. But so you decide to punch in and tighten up around the subject. Suddenly, the photo becomes a lot more intimate, it's a lot more powerful, and that's the magic in cropping. It lets you control the mood. So you can take a photo and you can make it into anything you want. You can have it be dramatic, calm, chaotic, whatever thing you're feeling. And that is all just by choosing what you let people see and what you cut out. So don't be scared to really crop in sometimes, because the magic isn't always in the original frame, it's in the vision you carve. Another huge thing that I've learned is that it can emphasize the details on photos. So for example, if you're photographing somebody that's wearing like really cool jewelry, just make sure to crop in there, maybe do a little shot or two where you have just the jewelry because it looks really cool and you never know what you could use it for. Cropping pulls you straight into the details. The texture, the emotion, the little things you might have missed. It makes the story kind of hit way harder if you zoom in. All right, now we're gonna shoot on this little wall here. We have a little brick, which is very, it's exactly what we wanted. It creates a story. What's the story? I have no fucking idea, but it is a story nonetheless. The fruit collector's here. All right, today we're low-key, oh, there go the fruits. My apple, actually. I paid good money for that apple. I paid really good money. Cropping also helps balancing focus and freedom. What do I mean by that? So this one's a little bit more abstract, but cropping is all about finding that sweet spot between focus and freedom. You're kind of giving your viewers a clear story, showing them exactly what matters, but still leaving enough space for them to sort of imagine the scene around it. It's not about boxing things in, it's about how you guide the eye of the person watching it and let the energy sort of breathe throughout the image. Cropping can also create a sense of movement in your photos. So frame tight on one side and leave space on the other. Now the eye naturally moves across the photo, people are more engaged. A cropped hand reaching out or a foot stepping out of frame, it sort of tricks the mind into thinking that there is motion. So even tension at the edges create energy. It makes the shot feel like it's happening in the moment, not frozen. All right, guys, so we are on a rooftop, believe it or not. This is first time you've seen me outside in a while. That's why I'm so pale. But this is actually a really weird area because a lot of clubs and like where they do all the crazy like DJ sets, they take place here. So it's like an abandoned like train station. I don't know if it's abandoned, but it sure looks like it. And a lot of like, for example, that right there is a huge club for stuff. And So anyways, let's take some photos. Also, how are you guys feeling the new haircut? It's not a haircut. I just haven't been doing my hair up because I've been getting a lot of pimples. That's also why I have all these pimple patches. So, you know, I'm just leaving it down for now. I do look a little bit different, but I don't know. I haven't cut my hair yet. I'll cut it eventually. So today was kind of a quick shoot. We have about 6 minutes left to go. And I just changed my hair for y'all. So I hope you enjoy my forehead. You can really see the pimple patches there though. But it does make me look better, I think. My wife thinks so. Cropping can also help create a tighter emotional impact. Learn to cut out the noise. And the feeling hits way harder. So get tight on the eyes, get tight on the hands, a small gesture. That's where the real story lives. When you crop in close, you're not just showing people what's happening, you're sort of making them feel it. So there's less space, more emotion. It's raw, it's personal, it pulls you right into the heart of the moment without any distractions. It's a great thing for you to practice. Alright guys, that was it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. Shout out to Gaga for everything. She was wonderful and I would love to work with you again. And yeah, I hope you guys like the photos. Next time I see you, I'm going to somersault off the Burj Khalifa into a tiny little pool. So, let's do it.